Hello students, 4th semester students. Today we will discuss the unit 1 of organic chemistry, stereoisomerisms. Before the stereoisomerism, we will discuss about the optical isomerisms. The question arises that what is isomerisms? Iso, as the name indicates that the iso means same and mer means type, means same type. So what is isomerism? Isomerisms are those compounds which have same molecular formula but different physical, chemical and structure. That is called isomerisms. Examples of the isomerisms: aldehyde and ketone. This is the aldehyde group and this is the ketonic compound. Aldehyde group has the molecule, this compound has the molecular formula is C3H6O, and the this ketonic compound molecular formula is C3H6O. You can see that these compounds have same molecular formula but they are different in the structure, that is aldehyde group and this is ketonic group. So property and structures are the different, that is called isomerisms. Now we will discuss the types of the isomerisms. Isomerisms are further divided into the two parts, that is structural and that is stereoisomerisms. Structural isomerisms are further divided into CPMTFR, which means that chain, position, motto, toto, functional and ring. These classification you have discussed in the previous class, that is structural isomerism. As per your syllabus, we will discuss about the stereoisomerisms. Stereoisomerisms are further divided into the two types, that is configurational and the conformation. No big difference in the name, that is type of the stereoisomerism, that is configurational and conformational. Configurationals are further divided into the two parts, that is geometrical and optical. Geometricals are further divided into D and R, and optical divided into the R and S. Optical configurational stereoisomerism is the unit 1 and geometrical configuration stereoisomerism is unit 2. Now we will discuss about the unit 1, that is optical stereoisomerisms. That is the second classification of the stereoisomerism is the conformation, that is ring form, chain form, that we will discuss further. Now we will discuss about the stereoisomerisms. What is stereoisomerism? Stereoisomerisms are those compounds that have same molecular formula, properties are also almost same but different rotation in this space between one or two carbon atom. We can see in the example of the glyceraldehyde. This is the glyceraldehyde D and this is the glyceraldehyde L. You can see that they have the same molecular formula almost name also same, that is also glyceraldehyde, that is also glyceraldehyde, but different the position of the OH group. If the OH group on the right hand side, that is called glyceraldehyde D. If the OH group at the left position, that is called glyceraldehyde L. So that are the stereoisomerism for each other. This is the example of the glyceraldehyde D and glyceraldehyde. If OH group is present on the right side, that is called glyceraldehyde D. If the OH group on the left hand side, that is glyceraldehyde L. So stereoisomerism are those isomerism that have same molecular formula but different rotation in the space. Now we will discuss about what is rotation. Due to the rotation, a new molecule is created. Rotation is further two types, that is free rotation, that is restricted rotation. In the free rotation, atoms are free on the carbon atom. They can easily move around the carbon atom, that is called free rotation. In restricted rotation, no atoms are free around the carbon atom. They can't move around the carbon atom, that is called restricted rotation. Now we will discuss about the chiral atom. Chiral atom are those carbon atom which have 4 different groups attached, that is called chiral atom. We can see in the example, that is the carbon atom, 4 different group is attached. In the free rotation, we can see that there is a single carbon atom and the groups can move easily. That is the free rotation and the chiral atom. In the free, that carbon atom, that around all 4 different groups are easily moved, that is the position is optical isomerisms. These optical isomerisms is possible on the single bond carbon atom. We can see that there is also single atom, there is also single atom, there is also single atom, there is also single atom. 4 different groups attached with the single carbon atom, so they can easily move the groups. So this is called the free rotation and optical isomerism that is possible on the single bond compounds. In the restricted rotation, this is the example of the restricted rotation. In restricted rotation, there is a double bond is present in those compounds. In double and triple bond, no rotation is possible, so it is called as the restricted rotation. It is possible into the geometrical isomerism. If there is no rotation, that is geometrical isomerism. You can see that bromine can move here and CH3 move here. So we can say that CH3 can't move here the another carbon atom. This can move this carbon atom. So that is called the restricted rotation. That is called the restricted rotation. It is possible into the geometrical isomerism. Now we will discuss about the optical activity. What is the optical activity? we can check the optical activity of the compound. Here we can see that if we can check the optical compound in a beaker, we can see that the 1% solution of the compound, and this is the plane polarized light. When the plane polarized light pass into the prism and then pass into the solution, 1% solution, then in the three ways it will be rotate. In first way, that is rotate into the clockwise, that when first way is the clockwise, that is called optical active compound. If the light is rotate into the clockwise, that is called as dextrorotatory, that indicate into the D positive. If the plane polarized light into the anti-clockwise, that is the levorotatory. It indicates into the levo and negative. If the plane polarized passed into the solution and they have the same light, no change will be occur, that is clockwise or anti-clockwise, that is rotate on the same straight line, that is compounds are called as the optical inactive compound. If the light is rotating the clockwise, that is also optical active compound. If the light is passed through the anti-clockwise, that is called also optical active compound. Now we will discuss about the racemic mixture. When the plane polarized light is passed through the 50 gram of the dextrorotatory compound and 50 gram of the levorotatory compound, we can see that the light is passed into the same direction. If the light is passed into the same direction, that compound will be optical inactive. So we can say that the racemic mixture are those compound when plane polarized light is passed into the equimolar of the dextro and the levorotatory compounds, they rotate into the same direction, and they form the optical inactive compound, that is called racemic mixture. Thank you, students. Hope so you will be understand this chapter.